I think we are doing good as per MDGs are concerned, but we may not achieve some goals because of the nature, no matter how we may try. If we look to goal number 1, which is eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, this may cut us, we may not be in a position to achieve it come 2015 because of the nature of the approach. I've seen some leaders try to achieve this, but others did not put more effort to make sure that we achieve it. I remember the former MP for Arienda, Rafael Tunju, and tried his level best to make sure that at least every part of his constituency some water, at least which could be done for irrigation. Another leader who trying to make this goal realistic was the Madam Rainbow, the Honorable Gilo, and through the initiative of making sure that we construct dams in arid areas. These were some of the initiatives which could have put into place to make sure that we achieve this goal, because the government cannot, I'm very sure the government cannot sustain its people through money. When drought strikes, it is make sure that it puts some measures which will make people independent. For example, food production is still a problem despite the unused land which is not used. And if we could have brought the idea of the former Mwarania MP and Madam Gilu, then we could have achieved, we could have been the track to achieve this goal. For me, the eradication of extreme poverty and hunger is still our way. We still have a long way to go. The second goal is to achieve universal primary education, and I think we have done our level best to make sure that we achieve this. Although not well taken care of, because you find after the former or after the previous government brought about free primary education, one of the most challenges is that there were not enough teachers or enough staff to cater for the overwhelming population in the primary education. And what Jubilee government is trying to do is to make this achievable by making sure that the primary kids get the laptops. Because ideally, if you look at the goal is to achieve universal primary education. So ideally, what other children are doing in other countries, in other developed countries, then we must match it. And that is where the issue of I believe that is where the issue of laptops came in. So for the one who are politicizing the issue of laptops, I don't think they have anything to substantiate their claims that they are not necessary. It is among the MDGs. Then goal number 3 is was taken care of because of the constitution, the current constitution, which was to ensure gender equality and empowering women. So the only thing we could have empowered women is through giving them many posts in the leadership. The fourth goal is to reduce infant mortality, and the fifth is to improve maternal health. I think these are goals which should be taken care of simultaneously, because in most cases the condition of the baby depends in either way or the other on the condition of the mother during pregnancy. In the year 2011, the government of Kenya started in a vaccine, an pneumococcal vaccine, PCV10, which I think is one of the kind in South Africa, which is at least preventing about 10 diseases. Goal number 6, which is to combat HIV/AIDS, TB, malaria, and other infections is well taken care of. And if you look recently, the National AIDS Control Council will be launching a campaign which they are calling Chagua Maisha to make sure that to ensure that people adhere to HIV regimens, because the increase in death depends on many things. Number one, bear in mind that some people just ignore to take the ARVs, which many people never adhere to ARVs regimens. So I think the campaign they are about to start will take us there. The seventh goal, which is to ensure environmental sustainability, I think we have a lot to do about it. And the eighth one, which is to develop global partnership for development, we are doing good in it. I think the government has been able to work closely with other international bodies to make sure that international countries make sure that at least we work interdependently. For the MDGs, I think we are good with it. Come 2015, we'll have something to show to the world. One thing you should understand is that there is nobody of a presidential status who can come into power with the intention of oppressing people. I don't believe they have that intention, because if you look at the Maslow's hierarchy of need, these are people who are at self-actualization. And when you achieve self-actualization, what remains of you is that to leave legacy behind. Because if you look at His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, is a leader who has come into power having achieved what many leaders may think of achieving. If they get where he is, he was wealthy when he was wealthy when he came into power. So I don't think he has anything to earn from the public, and I think what he can fight for is just to leave legacy, because that is the only thing he is yet to achieve. About the achievement both of two, I do not think there's a greater achievement than what they achieved before they came into power. Because 2007-2008 elections left people in a very bad state. And I can tell you for free that if there is any politicians of their status who made sure that they fought and they pushed for national healing and cohesion, is the two people, the president and his deputy. Choosing to work together was the, I believe this was the greatest achievement, because you could not convince people to reconcile when leaders themselves are operating on different tables. And so for them, people may say that they were ambitious to become leaders, but for me, I see the vision they had for this country, because working together meant the two communities, especially the Rift Valley, which are different a lot, to follow suit, because it could have been otherwise. If you say now, let's live like brothers and sisters, and well, in the real sense, the leaders are operating on different tables. For me, working together was the greatest achievement. And for the Uhuru case, I think for the first time we have a chance to produce a great leader, because in most cases we have famous leaders and leaders who are feared. But for me, His Excellency has the potential to become a great leader. For many years we have been having famous leaders feared leaders. But I think for the first time, Kenya may produce a great leader. Uhuru Kenyatta is a person who can sit with anybody, despite the religion, despite the financial status, despite what, and these are signs of a great leader. But he may not be so lucky because of the people who are surrounding him. There before, you used to have the people we used to call handliners, and others test tube politicians. And these people have gradually graduated to political scavengers. And what they are doing, they are no longer making kills out of the positions they are being given, but they are making elephant kills. So they do not care. They come with the same saying that it is our time to eat. And so these are people who may tarnish his legacy, if at all he has to live in a legacy. Because they are ruthless, and we cannot blame him, because in any administration you have to delegate some duties to other people. A former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is a politician whom I don't think he may leave politics. But there's a proverb. There's a Nigerian proverb which says that an old dancer is known by continuous tremors from his shoulders. For Raila to leave politics, I don't think so. But if he may not get any political position, or if he may think of quitting, whichever way, he can still achieve a lot, because he's not only a national hero but an international hero, and he has set a platform which can use to change lives of many. And I've given you a very good example of a former Naivasha MP, John Mutuzo. When he failed to recapture his parliamentary seat, that was not the end of his fight. To make sure that alcohol abuse and drug are put in control, and today is the chairman of Nakanda. So, if you believe you can achieve anything, you can change lives, you can do it. Our fallen icon, Nelson Mandela, is celebrated not because of what he did when he was in politics, or when he held a political position. Our late daughter, Wangari Maathai, is not celebrated because of what she did when she was in politics. Whatever she did, the achievement she got, I think it was completely out of politics. And for the former Prime Minister, he can still push and change lives of many. And for the former Prime Minister, he can achieve a lot, both locally and internationally, even if he quit politics. Even if, for this case, even if he quit active politics. I think security matters are very sensitive matters, and they must be handled with the sensitivities they have. I don't think I have the capacity to comment about the security matters. Let us leave that to the security people, the security personnel, because even if I may comment, I don't know. Let's just leave the security matters to the security personnel. I think the Westgate attack was a terrorist attack, and terrorism is everywhere in the world. So, but as we say, let's just leave the issue of security to the security personnel. I don't want to go deep into that, because I believe they are capable of doing it, because even the superpowers are even hit hard by these terrorism attacks. So for the Kenya, it was not an isolated case. It is terrorism is an international case. But let's leave the security matters to the security people.